Tom, over in New South Wales, this one has taken the internet by storm, Australian media, because a kangaroo, I guess you could say, was involved in a drug bust.
What?
And helped out the police to find this big drug raid. So in New South Wales, in Griffith, 1 p.m. last Friday, a car hits a kangaroo, causes all this commotion, all this attention.
Yeah.
The police then go to have a look at the car and find 44 kilos of cannabis in the car.
Wow.
So arrest the bloke. So the kangaroo is praised.
Was the kangaroo okay?
It has died now.
Yeah, okay.
So, died on the job.
Yeah.
But it is a hero kangaroo. So everyone's praising this kangaroo, saying, hey, you died helping out this massive drug bust over there.
That kangaroo was 3 days from retirement.
Exactly. And over in other news, the price of cocoa is going to go up. It is $17,300 AUD per tonne at the moment.
You're
so we can
joking.
see chocolate going on a rise, just like our avocados and our lettuce, all those supermarket things that have been going up in prices for the last year. Chocolate is the next one.
Right, so another thing we can't afford.
Another horrendous thing in our life that we have to bear. But yeah, especially dark chocolate due to the cocoa content would be more expensive.
Right, okay, break it to me. What else in bad news do we have this morning?
This is good news. According to Channel 7, 6.09 million people tuned into the AFL Grand Final over the weekend.
Wow.
So absolutely huge. Obviously, a bit of a disappointing game. Not very fun to watch, but a lot of Australians banded together to watch that one.
The latest trend plaguing workplaces is called productivity.
Yep.
Which is pretending to be busy at work. A survey recently conducted shows a strong 40% of employees admitting to productivity. But interestingly enough, 40% of managers have also engaged in productivity.
Right, okay, and nobody questions the managers either, so I feel like they go under the radar a little bit more than the general employee.
That's it. They can slip through the cracks, absolutely. I mean, majority of the managers are blaming distractions on the reason why they're productive, while others say they're burnt out or low well-being. But what I'm taking from this survey is that a lot of people are productive. We want to go to the text line here. What's your tips to looking busy, Adelaide, in the workplace? How do you pretend to look busy and get through the slog of a workday? Callum, I know you love to fake type. It's a lot of space bar followed
Fake
by...
type? I don't do that. Who's telling you that? What do you mean?
I've watched it firsthand. It's spacebar, 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 followed by a swift backspace, backspace.
Yeah. So that one, you've caught me red-handed, and I feel like a lot of people will be sweating as we talk about these different techniques to sort of make it seem like you're doing work. I do bash the keyboard, and the louder it gets, the more it looks like I am doing extra work, I suppose. So
I don't think it does. It draws more attention to you.
It draws more attention to the blank canvas on the screen, the white page. But yeah, that is my technique if I want to seem like I'm doing a bit more work than I am.
I mean, some other tips on how you can look busy at work without actually being busy. Scatter work materials around your desk.
Right, okay. So
Leave
papers, documents, pens, everything just around your desk, be a little bit messy.
Yeah, another classic one, arrange your desk so no one can see your computer screen.
See, there's a few people at Fresh that do that, I'll say.
I've been thinking of doing it myself.
Just putting a wet floor sign in front of the desk too. Make sure, hey, look, it's a slippery hazard over there. Don't even come near my computer.
Yeah, nah, stay away. Another one, using your phone to call your desk phone.
Wow, that's a little bit more elaborate than the other ones. You know, on the same vein of the phone, how's the people that'll leave the room with their phone and say, oh, I've got a call, do the really abrupt exit, slam the door, make it announce that they are going on a phone call, and they're probably on the phone to their wife. It's probably
or
their
restaurant
mate.
trying to book a lunch in.
Exactly.
Hey, another one that I think would be perfect if you're on the work site is carrying a prop.
Yeah,
if you're a
big
tradie
one.
and you're trying to look busy, do you just pick up a tool and walk around with it?
Well, surely that's the thing with the tradies. Just walk around with a hammer and you're good to go. People think you're about to do something.
Or a spirit level or a tape measure. Just pretend to be measuring stuff. I mean, we'd love to hear from people in the office, on the work site. What are your tips to looking busy? First text coming through, walk around fast, either on the phone, so it looks like you're on a phone, call to the boss, or keep looking for the thing.
Yes, exactly right. And
There's no thing. There doesn't have to be a thing. You're just looking for a thing.
I also appreciate the emphasis on walking around fast. If you're walking around slow with the phone, you're in enemy territory. You're going to look unproductive, so keep a pace going. Got this text here. Best way of my work is to walk around with a shifter in my hand around the work site from Marty. Good stuff.
Go. Yeah, go. There you go. All the tradies, grab it. Make sure you take your shifter into work today. Another text here. Walk around with a clipboard and look like you're looking for something.
See, that will
It's
only...
always just pretend you're looking for something, isn't it? What are you looking for, Callum? Oh, I don't know.
See, I've never seen anyone walk around with a clipboard here. You have to do it at the right place because all of a sudden, if me or you picked up a clipboard, people would think, what the hell are they doing with the clipboard?
Oh, we'd be turning heads and not for the right reasons.
Exactly right. This one here, grab a broom and push the same pile of dirt for around 20 minutes. No more, no less. Don't want to arouse suspicion.
Again, I think if we were to pick up a broom here at work, people would be turning heads.
It's too odd. They never clean. Why would they be doing that?
Another text here. My old manager would always shut her office door and say she was on a Zoom meeting. She was actually just doing online shopping. Jeez.
Wow, okay.
That could be our boss, actually.
Yeah, you want to lock the door there. There's this one here. Someone said they worked at Adelaide Metro down south and pretty much they hid in a bus because it was a 3 a.m. shift. They'd hide in a bus that needed servicing, make it look like they were cleaning the yard or fuel bay. Upper management ended up cutting that shift to save costs.
There you go.
No hiding in the bus anymore.
And another text here, clipboard and or paperwork and walking briskly or looking frustrated always works.
Hey, always with the frustrated face.
Yeah.
You can't be too happy.
Hey, let's head over to Nan. We got Ashlyn on the line. G'day, Ash. How are you?
Morning. How you guys going?
Good.
Very well, thank you. Hey, what's your tip to looking busy at work?
So I used to work in a busy hotel in the city, and I used to have a one of those yellow manila folders with bits of paper
Yes.
in it, and I used to walk around just with that, walk around chatting to people. It started off with not having any paper in there until one of my colleagues would say, "Oh, what's in your folder there, Ashlyn?" So then I just used to shove bits of paper in there, and yeah.
I was going to say, do they ever look in the folder and it's just scraps of House Design Weekly or something that you just crammed in there and they realise there's no work?
Was the paper blank, Ashlyn?
No, it started off being blank, but then I used to print off just random emails and like highlight a few things and then shove it in there and off I'd go.
Highlighter is a great call as well. So you got called out in the end, Ashlyn. Do you have any other tips to ward off people thinking you're not doing any work?
Well, also walking fastly as well. So you've got to walk with a purpose.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in a hotel, you've got to pretend you've got somewhere to be. So walk with purpose.
And Ashlyn, this is what you used to work at a hotel. What do you do for work now? Are you still productive in your new job?
I'm actually in mental health administration now. So, very, very different. But, different techniques, but I won't, won't say any
Good
more.
stuff.
Don't give us those ones yet.
Ashlyn, Tom and I will have to go to Officeworks and pick up some manila folders, I think.
Absolutely.
You've given us some ideas.
Good on you, Ashlyn. Thanks for getting involved. Hey, more texts are coming through. Keep them coming through 0428 927 927. What are your tips to looking busy at work, Adelaide? Another text here. Print random things from the printer and walk up to collect them. I'm definitely going to be trying that one today.
Yeah, give it a go.
Just blank pieces of paper.
Tom, I've never met someone that froths their birthday more than my roommate, Tamara. And it's just a negative
the
quality.
name and shame as we kick things off here.
Let's get straight into it.
Good morning, Tamara.
It's always such a negative quality, right, when someone overdoes the birthday a bit.
I mean, mate,
You're
going to
call me out.
You're
going to call me out. I like my birthday.
You don't just like it. You love it.
I don't go overboard, though.
You do. You force us to celebrate for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, that's for the good of everyone else, so we can all party together. It's not just me. That's everyone enjoying my time.
Everyone enjoys your birthday. Why can't everyone enjoy Tamara's birthday then?
It's different because she's trying to...
She's not me.
She's trying to... I will tell you why she is the birthday queen, right? Why she is wanting her birthday to overshadow everything else. And that's because she wanted to overshadow something in particular, something so big that I haven't even tried to do, the AFL Grand Final.
Right.
So AFL Grand Final was on Saturday.
Yes.
Her birthday was on the Thursday, I think.
On the 3rd. Okay, so it's already it's before, but it's the weekend of.
Yeah, so
it's your birthday weekend.
It's
sure.
the birthday weekend, and she's made a kind of, I guess, public announcement to a bunch of people that she was going to this grand final party with, that she wanted to overshadow it by rocking up after the grand final finished. Because she didn't want to rock up and have people talking about the AFL, talking about footy, talking about Swans or Brisbane when she rocked up. She wanted all the attention to be on her.
You're kidding.
So she intentionally rocked up late to this party so that...
So she's missed the whole point of the party.
So the game would be over and then people would turn heads and say, oh, she's here. The person whose birthday it is.
The birthday queen.
Little did she know there was a couple who brought their newborn baby from a week ago, so that overshadowed her birthday completely.
Was she salty on it?
She was a bit salty at this baby, yeah.
Callum, yesterday you told me something that initially shocked me.
Yep.
But the more I've sat on it, the more I've thought about it, I think I'm in the exact same boat as you. You've held the same Subway order for the last 20-odd years.
You know what? It's a crazy milestone, isn't it? Because it only felt like yesterday that it was a 15-year-old record. Now it's 20 years old. 20 years with the same Subway order, yes.
And that same order, that these 20 years, you haven't strayed away from this one order.
No,
you
never.
haven't tried anything else.
Never.
You haven't, yeah, nah.
Never had the appeal.
What is the order?
So when I go to Subway, and yes, for the last 20 years, because I guess you don't go to Subway often enough maybe to really feel the need to get sick of one thing where you have to change the order. I've just stayed with the same thing. Italian herbs and cheese bread, meatballs.
Yeah, meatballs.
Yeah,
Heavy.
cucumber, lettuce, tomato.
Cucumber and lettuce and tomato with meatballs.
And sweet chili sauce.
What the hell is wrong with you?
It's an odd one, yeah. But I've stuck with it for 20 years.
Yeah,
right. It's not crazy. When I say the sweet chili sauce, people shake their heads a little bit.
Well,
and they think,
yeah,
that and meatballs
the
is a bit
meatballs are
odd.
already saucy.
Yeah, just add more sauce. So I've never had the need to change it. I love it.
I reckon I did the switch from meatballs. That was my initial order. For the last 10 years, maybe, I've had the chicken schnitzel sub.
Oh, really? The meatballs weren't captivating enough?
No. I've moved over to chicken schnitzel. We want to go to the text line in a moment. How long have you had the same order, Adelaide? It doesn't have to be Subway. It could be absolutely anywhere. Like our producer, Gavin, who is in the studio with us right now. Gavin, you've had the same order of something.
Yeah, mine sounds boring compared to yours.
Yeah, it's pretty extravagant, the meatball sweet chili cucumber combo.
Yeah, that's just weird, dude.
Rank.
Every time I come into Subway, they're like, oh, he's here. The freak is back.
Block the
Hide the
door.
cucumbers.
Wedge a chair in the door. He's going to steal the cucumber and meatballs. So what are you eating, Gav? What's
So,
your order?
Whenever I go to a fish and chip shop, like, I can't do the battered fish. Like,
Yeah.
can't get around
Gets
it.
a bit sickly.
Fear of bones in fish and all that sort of stuff. So I always get a corn jack, 2 crab sticks.
Corn jack
So
and
what
2
what
crab
is a
sticks.
corn jack?
A corn jack. It's like, Chico roll that's got
Right.
like all the dim sim stuff in it. It's like that, but it's got like creamed corn throughout it instead.
okay.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and crab sticks.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty odd order because I guess generically,
Most people go for fish and chips.
generically you would do
I get
what's
chips.
on the title of the sign, the fish and chips combo. But yeah, going for the corn shakes crab sticks. Okay.
All right, we want to hear from you, Adelaide. We're going to the text line. We've got Jared texting in saying, my Hungry Jack's order has been the same for about the last 10 years. It's the ultimate double Whopper meal, usually onion rings.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Onion rings, always a staple. This one here from Michaela. Whenever I go to a sushi place, I always get 1 tuna and cucumber roll and a salmon roll. I've had the same order for about 16 years. 16 is huge for sushi.
Is that all the sushi you're getting, though? Because usually when I'm getting sushi, I'm
get
getting
everything.
I'm
Right?
getting heaps.
Yeah, 16 years
I'm
of
breaking the bank when I'm at a train.
The two same things. Wow.
Hey, another text here. Morning, boys. I've been hitting the same order at my chicken shop for the last 25 years.
Holy hell.
Been going there so long, I don't even have to order it anymore. Large chips, regular pasta salad, and 3/4 of a hot chook.
That's what
winner chicken dinner.
That order is what they call him by name.
yeah.
God, that's what you can hope for, to have an order on cue as soon as you walk in. This one here from Kyle. Don't think I've strayed away from the Zinger box for a good 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that's a cracker one.
Rightfully so. I don't think I have either for the last couple, at least.
Phil's texted in saying, haven't had any kind of coffee but a long black for the last 8 years.
Good stuff. Do what works for you. Another KFC one here from Jack. My KFC order has always been the original crispy burger combo with a large Sprite. Never changed it.
Hey, and Matthew from Tennyson as well texting in, my order for over 22 years at Subway, beating your record, Callum, is BLT with spinach and carrot, red onion, jalapenos, salt and pepper on Italian herbs and cheese with Thousand Island dressing.
Done it so many times you can say it backwards, I'm sure, like me.
Let's head to Hallett Cove. Let's wrap things up with Ellie. G'day, Ellie. How you going?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Good. Now, Ellie, how long have you had the same order and where is it?
So it's at Macca's, and I probably had the same order for about 12 years.
12. That's a good innings, Ellie. What is it?
So I get the McChicken with chips, and then I get a large Coke Zero, and I've stuck by that for the past 12 years.
Right, and for those 12 years, Ellie, because it happens from time to time, you haven't had any order stuff-ups, wrong burger, chicken and cheese, something comes your way?
No, luckily I've not. Maybe the Macca's I go to is pretty good, but they've not screwed it up yet, so fingers crossed they won't anytime soon.
That'd be good. That'd be a fiasco. I'm a 12-year long-serving customer.
Pull out a card. Gonna have a look at some sporting news at the moment. Talking about fighting, which I think is such a strange sport, right? Whether it's boxing or UFC, to be a part of such a physical fight, these fighters we see time and time again just have such beef and animosity towards each other in the lead up.
Yeah, full on.
I mean, look at like Conor McGregor, look at Mike Tyson. They're all the talking they do before the fight and the lead up. And they appear to really hate each other before they fight.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like an act, does it? I guess that's, in the nature of someone who does do fighting for a sport that you're already pretty pissed at people.
I suppose you wouldn't want to be their friend, would you?
No, exactly not. You got to get into that mindset.
Yeah, but after the fight, I feel like they always have tremendous respect for each other. They always speak highly of their opponents. They're fine, they're friendly afterwards, and they leave all that beef behind because the fight's over now.
Sure, in the end, it does come down to sportsmanship, and they're usually pretty all right until the next fight.
Well, that's not the case in the latest women's UFC bantamweight fight at Accor Arena over in Paris. Argentinian Aylin Perez beat the title-holding Russian Daria, and I hope I say this right, Zeleznyakova.
Oh, God, she's going to come for you now. Speaking about pissed-off fighters, you just got her name wrong. Lock the doors.
Doing my best. But, no, they finished the fight. It was a round one win by TKO by the Argentinian Aylin Perez. And after she beat her, while the Russian Daria's just sitting there on the ground, being like, I can't believe I've just lost this, Perez gets up and twerks in her face.
What?
Yeah, the
Gives her a
ultimate
twerk.
sign of disrespect. She has twerked right in her face.
Giving her the Miley Cyrus treatment, just giving her a twerk. Unbelievable.
So this is making the rounds. Obviously, people are like, this isn't okay. This is unsportsmanlike. Other people are like, nah, she's promoting her OnlyFans. Of course, she does OnlyFans as well.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think she's just taunting her. Also, I feel like, someone losing to any sporting match, whatever, but how barbaric the fighting is when you're sitting there, a bit of blood on you, it is pretty humiliating. Then to cop a twerk on the world stage, geez, you'd be salty.
Let's go for round two.